Steamboy was written and directed by Akira's Katsuhiro Omoto. With 10 years of production and a $20 million budget, can this live up to the expectation left by Akira? The manga. Steamboy is set within an alternate timeline of the 19th century, where the world is focused on the advancements of steam technology instead of electricity. With the power of steam, anything is possible, from personalized flight suits to steam-powered tanks to even steam-powered massive mountains of metal that can float through the sky with the power of steam, because screw conventional physics, we can heat up some water pretty darn fast. Steamboy follows James Steam, a third-generation inventor who gets caught between a power struggle of his father and grandfather, who are both on the brink of completing their inventions that will change the world. One day, James receives a package including blueprints and also a mysterious metal orb, followed by some men in suits and his grandfather, who frantically tells him to escape with the orb. This leads to an all-out chase through the city, reminiscent of Ghibli's Castle in the Sky, where different groups of people are trying to get their handle on this mysterious metal orb. James eventually gets kidnapped by these men, and to his surprise he realizes that his father, who had been disfigured by an accident in creating his invention, has this prosthetic arm that's really awesome, filled with gears and everything, and he's actually working with these men. From here on, James is thrown into the middle of a power struggle between his father and his grandfather, trying to stop one or the other because one of them has evil intentions. He learns about the secrets of this orb, that it has the power to move massive objects in the sky, and it's like that big. I won't go into too much detail with the story here, that's about half of it. It does take a while for it to build up, but from here on we witness the negative effects of humans' advancement of technology simply for warfare, because a war breaks out and also there's this giant invention that breaks loose and starts destroying everything in the city, and it's James's job to save the city and settle the rivalry between his fathers. Steamboy features beautiful animation with highly detailed backgrounds. I'm usually not a fan of CG work in anime, but this implements CG into the animation very beautifully. In Steamboy, we have many original contraptions and inventions, and it takes some of the things that we know of and we're familiar with from our history and converts it over into a steam engine. So if you're a big steampunk fan, you're going to enjoy this, but I think you could probably tell that from the title of the movie anyways. Generally, with such high-profile anime movies, I expect to have a flawless English dub, and you can really tell that they attempted that by casting Patrick Stewart, but it didn't really work out so well. There were so many forced accents that were painful to listen to, and because of that, I have to recommend that you watch this with the original Japanese audio. And the soundtrack of this movie was absolutely beautiful. It's something that I would really love to own. In fact, I would put this up there with the soundtrack of Akira, and you know that means a lot. Overall, I felt that Steamboy was a delightful adventure, but it wasn't perfect. The movie was simply too long, there was too much stuffed into it, and I felt the more scenes that they added to this movie, it started to snowball, and they had so much content that they really didn't know what to do with. This would have been perfect if it was 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours, but 2 hours is pushing it, and you can tell at the end when they had all of these wrap-up scenes during the credits where they explained all of these character development wrap-ups through these snapshots that they showed during the credits. You can tell that they had so much to work with here that they didn't really have enough time to squeeze it all in with this movie. So overall, I enjoyed the movie of Steamboy. It did have its flaws, but overall, I would have to give this a 7.5. I would have given it a higher score if the movie was just shorter, or if they had more depth into the plot, seeing as how it's a 2-hour movie, but 7.5, it's a good movie, I recommend it. So if you've seen Steamboy, then let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like it, and also share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, I'll see you later.